What's going on, guys? Welcome to today's video. Today I am going to be explaining why you aren't seeing the results as quickly as you would like from all that hard work you've been putting in the gym. Now, behind me on the whiteboard, I have a you are not list. So on that list is 6 key things that I think you probably aren't doing. And I'm pretty sure if you went through this list and you asked yourself, honestly, are you doing every one of them as best as possible? The answer is probably no, because if you are doing all of these things as well and as correctly as you should, then it's quite unbelievable to me how you're not getting the results that you deserve in the gym. So, reason number 1, you are not following a well-designed training program. So what I mean by this is you're not just going into the gym willy-nilly, winging it, picking up some dumbbells and thinking, I'll do some shoulders, or I'm going to the beach later, I'll just do some abs quickly. Tuesday's a cardio day to me. No, you need to be doing something with a structure, with a plan in place that is specific to your goal. So some people have a goal of strength, some people have a goal of building muscle, some people have a goal of losing body fat. So there's a lot of good coaches online. There's also a lot of good programs online, but also a lot of bad ones. But if you do a lot of research, watching videos like this on YouTube, you'll find a lot of things online. You'll be able to learn for yourself what should be in a well-structured training program specific to your goal. So what I mean is you want to be doing things like seeing progression over time in certain lifts, so such as a bench press, squat, deadlift. If you've seen that you've got stronger over time, then that's a bonus. It's also an indication that you're probably building muscle mass as well. Also, if you've been lifting a certain amount of weight for 8 reps the week before, this week you can do the same weight for 10 reps. That's another sign of progression. So you also need to understand what level of training you're at. You could be a beginner, you could be an intermediate, you could be advanced. So if you're a beginner, it's not worth your while looking at a pro bodybuilding split on Google, because that's just going to do a lot of damage, to be honest. You'll probably injure yourself quicker than getting the results that you want. So someone who's a beginner wants to be doing things like full body workouts, maybe 2 or 3 times a week. Intermediate gets a little bit more advanced, and as you advance, then you can do more, single body parts or training them twice a week. So follow a training program where you can track your progress over time and there's a plan to it. So you can say, okay, I'm starting this plan 1st of January, and by 3 months time, for example, which will be, do the maths, 1st of March, that is a time scale in which you should follow a structured training program to achieve your results. So another thing that you are not doing is you're not performing each and every exercise repetition with the correct form. This is key, especially when it comes to physique transformation, building muscle mass and losing body fat, because I see a lot of people in the gym and know a lot of people outside the gym who've been going for months, years, very long time, and they say, Louis, I work my ass off, dripping with sweat, I'm trying so hard, I'm getting stronger, but my physique doesn't seem to be changing. Well, the fact of the matter is, on certain exercises, you might think you're getting stronger, but you might actually not be doing that exercise or executing that exercise how it should be performed. You're not working the muscle that you're supposed to be targeting, you're using other muscles to aid that muscle. For example, if you're doing a bicep curl, elbow wants to be slightly forward, put more tension on the bicep, squeeze at the top, bring slowly down, and don't lock the elbow out at the end. But you see a lot of people ego lifting, jerking back and forth, using the hips, using the muscles in the back, so those other muscle groups are aiding that muscle, and you're not putting as much tension as you could on that muscle group. So you are not training optimally, and that is what you want to be doing, so especially if you want to be seeing results as quickly as possible, you need to be targeting the correct muscle groups and executing the exercises with the exact correct form. And also, if you're not executing the exercises correctly with the big lifts, such as a bench press, squat, deadlift, there's a high risk of injury as well. So if you're trying to show off, you've been ego lifting for a while, it's time to put that away. Get rid of Mr. Big Dick, okay? It's time to show, no, actually, it sounds a bit weird saying show Mr. Small Dick, but just be Mr. Average, but you get the point. Use correct form, put the big ego to the side, and execute each exercise correctly to target the correct muscle group. Sometimes, you just have to go a bit lighter on certain exercises to target the muscle that you're actually supposed to be working, so do a bit of research, watch some of my exercise videos if you're looking to work on the specific muscles that I've been working in those videos for, to visually see how you're supposed to perform certain exercises, or research online, watch other YouTubers as well, but make sure you get as much help as possible to know that you're training every single muscle group, every rep, with the correct tension, with the correct intensity, and with the correct form, because that is key to transforming your physique. Sometimes, you just have to go a bit lighter on certain exercises to target the muscle that you're actually supposed to be working, so do a bit of research, watch some of my exercise videos if you're looking to work on the specific muscles that I've been working in those videos. And don't be scared to go and ask someone who looks like they know what they're doing, or a personal trainer. Ask your peers for advice on certain exercises, how to perform them correctly. Don't be scared, don't be embarrassed, because we all start somewhere. Next on the you are not list is you are not taking nutrition as seriously as training. They both come hand in hand. If you want to have a good physique, you need to put good things in here, and things like tracking your macros, tracking your calories, eating the right amount of protein, those things are key. Yeah, I am a big fan of if it fits your macros, but the majority of my week consists of tracking calories, tracking the macros, eating the right amount of protein, and having a good amount of carbs before each workout, especially because my goal is to have a good physique, build muscle mass, lose body fat when need be. So, and for health reasons, fruits and vegetables, your micronutrients, drinking a lot of water, it's a lifestyle at the end of the day. And nutrition, like I said, comes hand in hand with training. Both things complement each other. So you don't take one thing more seriously than the other. Both are just as serious. So if you're smashing it in the gym, you're working really hard, but you're having one chicken breast a day and classing that as an adequate amount of protein, then it's time to look in the mirror and say, you're talking absolute bullshit, because you need to be having, if you can, a variety of protein sources, good carbohydrates before workouts, especially tracking your macros, tracking calories, micronutrients. Like I said, I've been over it, but basically keep your nutrition on point. It can be a little bit time consuming if you've got to do things like weighing out your food, typing in MyFitnessPal, but if you can prepare, be a little bit more organized, maybe go to bed a bit earlier, wake up earlier to, get those things in check, then again, it will get easier over time because it's a lifestyle. But if you want serious results as quick as possible, I'm afraid you're going to have to put the time in and concentrate on optimal nutrition. So if you truly want to build muscle, you have to check, am I in a calorie surplus? If you truly want to lose body fat, you really have to look and think, am I seriously in a calorie deficit each day? That is why tracking calories is super important for your fitness goals as well as training. And one small thing like being maintenance or being in a calorie deficit when you're looking to build muscle, it's going to be a very slow, long journey, unless you're a complete beginner, but that's a different video. But in general, it's going to be very hard. If you're looking to lose body fat and you're in a calorie surplus, same thing, it's going to be pretty difficult. So you have to do all these things, then the results will come. Well, seeing as we're halfway through the list, I thought now would be an ideal time to say, give the video a thumbs up if you enjoy it, and most importantly, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell to get more future videos like this. Well, without further ado, let's continue. Number 4, training with enough intensity. So you have to train with intensity. This is a pet peeve of mine because I'm sick and tired of being in the gym and you're seeing people, how was your day, mate?
Oh yeah, it was good, yeah. Dropped off the kids at school, went for a shit, washed my hands, and then just did some shoulder presses like that, yeah.
Or they're doing the thumb workout.
Oh, it's my set, is it? Yeah. Just give us a sec, just gotta send this message.
You get the point. So that is really annoying. I'm not saying you have to be like Arnold Schwarzenegger or Lou Ferrigno or fucking Dorian Yates, Mr. Intensity, but you have to train with, a happy medium, an adequate intensity to see results, good results in, a sufficient amount of time, 1 month plus. So you have to, if it was to go into a little bit of detail about intensity, depends on the individual, depends on your training age, depends on your actual age. But in general, let's say, I'm assuming the majority of people watching this video are looking to transform their physique. So in order to do that, you want to build as much muscle as possible, male or female. And in order to do that, correct nutrition, you're going to lose body fat in the meantime because you're building muscle. But intensity wise, 8 to 12 reps, at least 10 sets per muscle group per week, and 3 sessions plus per week in general would be a good enough intensity for most people. And training with an adequate amount of weight, where, say for example, if you're hitting 12 reps of each exercise, by the 10th rep you can barely make 2 more, and every single exercise wants to be where near the end of your rep count you've only got maybe 1 or 2 left in the tank. Obviously, if you're training for strength, you're going to be doing 1 rep maxes, 3 reps, so a lot of intensity there, a lot of weight, but in general, 8 to 12 reps with an adequate weight where by the 10th rep, you're really struggling. You know, you shouldn't be able to stand having long conversations with your mates. You should be out of breath saying, yeah, it was good. Yeah, got work at 5 o'clock, right? Okay, next set, boom, let's go. 5 more, come on. 1, 2, 3, that sort of stuff. Sweat coming off a little bit. Not where you're killing yourself, but you get the idea. A good amount of intensity. Go, not resting, you know, for a stupid amount of time between sets. Like, I would say, especially if it's hypertrophy, you know, a minimum, maybe up to 2 minutes in between each set max. And just go, get in the gym and out the gym, but train smart, train each muscle group that needs to be worked. And that is another step closer to getting you the results that you want. Now, this next one is something that personally I've been struggling a lot with myself, which is getting enough sleep. I think the reason is because as a young lad, you know, I'm on social media, I'm up at night watching TV, and I'm not really, I mean, I'm tired, but I'm not dead where I want to literally collapse on the bed. And I think for me anyway, I want to be at that stage where literally sleep as soon as I'm in my bed sheets. But it's not the most exciting thing to go to bed at an earlier time than you would like, but sometimes it is necessary in order to have a good night's sleep to get the results that you want, because sleeping 6 to 8 hours per night generally is a good amount of sleep for most people. And I'm not going to get too sciencey, but by having a good night's sleep, when you are asleep, that is when the muscle growth and repair process happens at its best. So there's a lot of hormonal responses, your muscles are resting, they're recovering, and also when you have a good night's sleep, you feel better the day after. You feel better the day after your muscles are rested. The more athletic they're going to be, the better you can perform in the gym, and the better you can perform in the gym, then you're going to execute exercises better, you're going to feel better, you're going to have much more energy. And if you're strength training, sleep is massive. And so getting a good night's sleep, at least 60 or 8 hours, is not the most exciting thing to include in getting towards your goals as quickly as possible, but it's going to complement training and nutrition just as much as the other. So something to take note is, are you getting enough sleep? Now, there's some things that I could have included in the list, like reduce your stress, reduce the amount of alcohol you drink, you know, smoking a lot can have an effect, doing a lot of, you know, can have a big effect on your training and results. But these things that are listed here, I believe are probably going to be the most effective in getting you the results you want quickly, if you can tick all the boxes. Okay, not just, well, I do all of them apart from one, or well, I do all of them, but not like that. You need to do all of them, all of these things, because if you're not doing one of them, then you're not going to see results as quick as you can. So if you can tick all these boxes, then these are the main things that, me personally, I believe are going to get you results as quick as possible. Now, last one is tracking your progress properly. What I mean by tracking your progress properly is you could be following a fantastic training program. So it could be for strength, it could be for hypertrophy. So let's say, for example, you're doing a 16-week training program, and every 4 weeks the reps go up by 2. exercises are the same, sets are the same, but each month, first month, every exercise same, sets, but you're doing 8 reps. Month after, exactly the same, but this time 10 reps. Then the last month, you're doing 12 reps. You complete it, but you haven't made a note of, a key variable, which is how much weight you were lifting for each lift and each exercise, because you have to know that, if you have a good coach, he'll explain all this to you anyway, but you have to know that there's only a certain amount of sets and reps that you can increase by. When you get to a certain amount of reps, for example, 20, 25, it's like, what is that actually doing, So once you get to a high amount of reps, you can't really go any further. So you have to increase your weight. But if you haven't been tracking that, then how are you going to know if you're making progress? But if that month has been, squat has been 100 kilos for 8 first month, 80 kilos for 10 the next month, 75 kilos for 12 the next month, then you'll be able to look back and think, so this time we'll go back to 8 reps again for the 4 weeks, but this time I'll try and do heavier than what I did the first time. I'll try and do 105, 110 kilos for 8. And that is a big way of progressive overload. So all things you need to track: weight, you need to track how you feel during each exercise, you need to track reps for each exercise and sets. And if you can do all these things correctly and efficiently, that is going to take you a hell of a lot further than doing all of them but not doing one. Tick every one of them. So in some way, shape or form, there needs to be a sign of progression over time. If it's strength, obviously, going to get stronger over time. If it's hypertrophy, it could be an increase in sets, an increase in reps, or an increase in weight. All of those things together equals volume. And if you can increase all those things gradually over time and tick every other thing on this list, damn, you're going to have a hot body. You're going to see your results a lot faster than probably what you are now. Thank you very much for watching. Do hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell to see future videos. See you soon.